mayor is entering now.
Thank you. May be seated. We can have a prayer. Handichatsinzini nokuti pane munhu akanditora picture tichidamata last time akutenderedza achiti kwai ndakarara. Saka chiko zvino ndakunamata ndakasvinura.
Muzita raBaba neramwanakomana neramweya mutsvene. Jehovha tinokunamatai mangwananano tichikutendai nechipo chekurarama chamatipa pachena pasina muripo. Tinoisa fukanzo ino yekupera kwegore mukati meruoko rwenyu kuti madecisions ese akaitwa kutanga kwegore kusvikira pari zvino ose ngaachiropafadzwa nemi, zvose zvataisanganisa pfungwa zvichisungwa nemi pamwe chete guta reHarare ribudirire. Tinokutendai patichaparadzana hama neshamwari tichienda kunzvimbo dzakasiyana kuzororo mutichengetedze mukati menjodzi nemhuri dzedu dzamara patichasangana zvakare tichidzoka muve nesu nokusingaperi. Amen.
Ndingatonamata nayo.
Ndakavhura suwo wega.
Vanoteera vane nhamo. Ndimakazonyepa kuti kamebhora.
1916 fortnight meeting of council will be held in the council chamber town house on Wednesday, the 21st of December, 10 a.m.
Legal absence? Yes? Yes? My leave of absence. Are we done? Where's the top? Barbe. Our phone my video is spoken. Barbe.
Actually, the leader is around.
Okay. Confirmation of minutes.
We are to confirm the minutes of the 1915th ordinary meeting of council attached here to as Annexure A held on the 15th of December 2022.
Propose and a seconder. Yes. Thank you. Yes. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Noted. Communications addressed to the mayor. I officiated at the inauguration of the 2022-23 Harare Junior Councillors, which was held on Monday, the 19th of December 2022, here at Town House. I appreciated the dedication of those junior councillors. Apparently, it's quite a rigorous process. The junior mayors are very articulate. The junior town clerks, even more articulate. And for the first time, the council had more female members than the male members. So it's a good sign. We are getting more leaders from council. We also did 2 visits to Rufaro Stadium and Gwanzura Stadium after a meeting with PSL. PSL attended at our offices. They wanted to find out and to work with us on the issues of Rufaro Stadium. We have since had that meeting. We then moved on the ground to Faro Stadium. I, for one, do not believe that it is possible nor feasible that a city council this big cannot run a stadium. The pitch is less than 1 hectare. To put an irrigation system, automated irrigation system on less than 1 hectare, which is less than some of the yards of some of even management or councillors in here, except me and a few of us who are not that wealthy. Surely 1 hectare of pitch, how does a full council fail to maintain a lawn of a world standard of less than 1 hectare? It is not possible, and I think that it is a negligent or borderline sabotage that we cannot maintain a pitch. Some of the things that need to be done on Rufaro Stadium are routine. Having the transformer working, ZESA brought a brand new transformer. It has not been connected simply because we are quarreling as to who should buy the cables to connect that transformer. The changing rooms need to be expanded. A changing room is brick upon brick, and then the interior deco. The toilets are still the squatting hall toilets. Why would you have such toilets at a stadium? The perimeter fence is just a brick fence. The things that need to be done are plastic molds, seats, plastic seats that can be molded. If you go on Alibaba or on Google, they cost $1 for 10. Those plastic seats, if any one of you can go to Google right now, you need 3 or 4 containers to fill that whole stadium of seats. But I think that we have even a better idea. Beverage companies, Pepsi and Delta, are putting a lot of plastics, which are the ones that are molded to create Atotima Jojo tanks. We need our environmental department and committee to talk to those companies. We melt those seats. We talk to the companies that are making Jojo tanks, and they use those recycled plastics to create the seats that need to be created for the 2 stadiums and for everyone. There are only 4 sets of floodlights which can function. Engineer acting town plan. Can we fail to maintain 4 sets of floodlights at Rufaro? It's not possible. It's not possible. There is a perimeter wall that needs to be done on a space that is less than a yard. There's a parking space where a business chair. City parking needs to step in as quickly as possible to secure the parking around Rufaro Stadium, put up a perimeter fence, and put up the pavement. There are people who are charging for parking there in the mud. When we got there, there were over 50 lorries that were parked there that had paid $10 for the day. To who? I don't know.
I second that.
Yeah. They need to move in quickly and do the practicing pitch on the side. You need to talk to our local pension funds. If you don't know, the local pension funds is the one that owns Jameson Hotel. That was built by the city council. They need to build a bed and breakfast facility there. And I don't know how much do we owe the Wakusanga? Do we owe the local pension funds any money?
Yeah, we owe them, but we are paying. So I think that
Stand up.
Thank you, worship. We still owe them something in the worship in the region of around 250 million.
We owe them.
The debt was too high, but we are living in the same.
And what is the money being used for?
They say they are paying the pensioners.
Yeah, what you need to do is to tell them to build a bed and breakfast there at the Rufaro Stadium so that away teams with that money can sleep in that bed and breakfast and get into the stadium. An 80-room bed and breakfast will not cost a lot of money with the technologies that are being used to build now. You ask anyone or Cresta or whoever wants to make that facility to do so.
We'll take the proposal to them.
Yes, someone must do a concept note on those things. You cannot give away a whole stadium because we are failing to do the floodlights. We are failing to maintain 1 hectare of grass to world standard. That's not possible. We are failing to build toilets to a world standard. That's not possible. You are failing to expand the changing rooms. That's not possible. It's not possible. How much does an electronic scoreboard cost? They are a dime a dozen in China. Just to get an electronic, it's the cost of one workshop. The things that need to be done at Rufaro are less than a workshop. People are having deals with people. You then convince a whole country that a city council cannot maintain a world-class stadium. That's sabotage. How do you convince a whole country that a city council, with all the money that we have, we can fail to maintain 1 hectare of grass? We can't put an irrigation system on 1 hectare of grass. How's that even possible? When people have yards that are bigger than that and they have automatic sprinklers, you tell me we can't put a perimeter fence around Rufaro Stadium. What size is that space? You can't tell me we can't get an electronic scoreboard. You can't tell me we can't get a, what you call it, a tractor mower. A tractor mower is 3,000 US. We need 3-4 tractor mowers. They are saying you are refusing to procure for them tractor mowers. You beg to differ. So what is happening? Why can't there be an electronic scoreboard there?
I think what we need to have to do with the position. Also, being there is budget. Because sometimes people, they wish to have those done, but if they don't have the budget and they don't do the requisitions, we cannot do anything.
But we are budgeting now. Why are we not budgeting the simple things?
If it's done that way, we don't see any problem.
Why is it not being done that way? And there are people paid to do it that way. Who is supposed to do that?
The initiators of the requisition. That is the user department.
Okay, look, let's be clear. I want to make it very clear to the staff. It will have to be a very cold day in hell for us to fail to maintain 1 hectare of grass to FIFA standards. These are being done by schools and small mines and small towns. And the whole city claims to be unable to maintain a stadium. You mean we can't buy electronic scoreboards when we can buy cars? What needs to be done? Motors, this is to take a budget. We buy big things here. And I go to a stadium. People are telling me that they can't afford to buy an automated irrigation system that irrigates 1 hectare. They can't afford to buy floodlights for 4 corners. They can't afford to do a roof on Rufaro Stadium. They can't afford to expand the toilet. You can't afford to do the interior decor of a changing room, of a toilet at Rufaro. We can't do the pavement. You can't do the drainage. It's not possible. We have young So let's get Vakaridza, Jimmy Director of Executing Town Clerk. We promised people that soccer will be played in March. Let's get a team of young people, agile people, and stop talking about millions. There was an architect, Vanugaramuno Vachirombo. You are here. Hey, Vachirombo. You are the architect, city, some guy. Stop talking about millions and millions of dollars. Ndisho. Zunu zataka naona paya zuneta ma millions. Let's have reasonable things.
Like we explained in worship, we say the approach we're going to do it in stages. And start with the basic things and do the more complicated ones later. But the basic things like ablution facilities, we'll do them in stages so that we are able to play football on the pitch.
In March?
Yes.
Are we clear?
Almost all the departments in the user department particularly. Yes.
Let's get those things done. Okay. And let's not have excuses. Okay. So let's have Rufaro playable, what you call the basics being done stage by stage. And we also say, what is the money for beer levy doing? Finance.
Thank you, Your Worship. I think with the beer levy amount, we have bought, say, 4 tractors for Department of Housing. We have bought the drying line for Beatrice Hospital. And the part of the money has been reserved for the purchase of desks and chairs for a school that was supposed to be opened this year.
It was never opened.
It was never opened. Then did not materialize, but we had reserved that money specifically for that purpose.
How much is it per month?
Roughly we are getting around 40 million, Your Worship. 40? Yeah.
How much does it translate to in US?
Can I just do the quick mathematics?
40,000. 40,000. Plus 40,000. Plus 40,000.
Yeah, let's get all the monies that we are getting for beer levies and so forth to deal with some of the costs for the relevant committee. We'll have to sit down and or to make the resolution, and we make that money because Rufaro was built using those beer levies and Rufaro marketing money in the old days. So we've got the rentals that are supposed to come from Rufaro marketing. That amount of money, that 60,000 that you're talking about, can actually buy most of the things that need to be bought in the first month. Yes. So let's do that. Let's make sure we reserve that recurrent expenditure and the money that is coming from the rentals of bars to make sure that we pay for some of those things, and then we put them in the budget, and we do the small things that need to be done at those stadiums. or with those stadia. Yes, but we can't, in all honesty, convince a whole nation that as a city, the whole collective of us sitting in this room, we cannot maintain a 1 hectare of grass to international standards. How's that even possible? In that whole little space that is called Rufaro Stadium. For the roof, ask people who want to do mini solar stations, and they do a solar roof there. And we do a power station using all that space. We can't keep excuses and trying to give away everything as if we can't do anything. Then we had a meeting. Today we were supposed to have a conferring of all the money titles to city, to 16 former and currently serving councillors and 1 posthumously. That meeting will have to be postponed. It will be held at a date to be advised. We will of course go to the place. There was some food which had arrived before the people. We can then help the food and the drinks, but there won't be any ceremony. It has to be deferred due to circumstances beyond our control. Thank you for that. I think those are the communications we had. As for Gwanzura Stadium, we have discussed with Ambassador Hubert Angel. He clarified, and his organizations clarified, that they were not interested in taking the stadium. What they wanted to do was to assist with the refurbishment without any conditions attached whatsoever. All they did was to offer an amount of money, and they are willing to continue with that depending on the needs that we need as to get Gwanzura to the level that we can. So our technical teams that we're supposed to meet did meet yesterday. Did you meet? Wajirombo?
No,
The what?
We are unable to meet because the people were not present.
What do you mean you are unable to meet because the people were not present?
We're actually meeting on Friday.
Oh, you are meeting on Friday? Okay. So that misunderstanding being sorted and that no conditional assistance being offered, we have no issues with that type of assistance. Actually, it's the assistance we need as a city. And we will see where they head. They had challenges with some of our people who were designing a double story and so forth and so forth. So we need to deal with that challenge. And also we need to design better. The toilet that I saw there looks like a toilet at a high school, upper top. So we need to improve and build new things. So that's fine. And these things have to be ready by March. Vachirombo, Ndiso, is he the one overall in charge of this process? Who? Or the user department? Who is the user department? Housing. Yes. The memory overall in charge? Yes. So please make sure that these are 2 hectares of grassland. We cannot surely convince the whole nation that we cannot take care of such a small space of grassland. So let's do it, create the committees, and make sure that the Gantt chart or whatever you call it, is done and designed and that March, myself and my councillors will do the official opening of Rufaro Stadium, ichitambirwa bhora on a FIFA and PSL and ZIFA approved turf. Ndizvo ndo basa renyu iro, to make sure kuti zvadini zvafamba. Noted. So we can go to the agenda.
Thank you, Worship. We now proceed to item 6, reports of committees. We will start with Annexure D, which is Environmental Management Committee. It met on the 14th of December 2022. Councillor B. Duma to report on in his state, Councillor G. Mandere.
Yes, Your Worship, I report and move to the adoption of that set of minutes.
Thank you. Resolutions 1 to 67 are before Council for any deliberations. 1 to 67. There are no issues. We proceed to recommendations. 68 to 73. We start with item 68. Agreed. 69. Agreed. 70. Agreed. 71. Agreed. 72. Agreed. 73. Agreed.
Okay, before we move, the Nyayemvura Tamira Papi. Director of Water.
Thank you, Your Worship. Our water supply is complex. 285 from MJ, between 72 and 86 megaliters.
They're saying speak up loud.
We are still producing suppressed volumes of potable water at MJ, that is 235 megaliters, and then at Prince Edward between 72 megaliters and 86 megaliters. By and large, we are producing a total of between 300 and 310 megaliters, which is far below our demand. However, we, as you are aware, Your Worship, the payments for sulfuric acid were made, and also the payments for nanotech were also made. They are still to confirm the receipt of those amounts.
Okay, so is Chemplex done anything?
No, not as yet. I think there's still some problem with accessing forex, both nanotech and chemicals. Otherwise, as soon as they get confirmation of receipt of their money, they are giving a period of between 4 and 5 days, turnaround time for
Nanotech, I understand the forex came, we went to the RBZ, and that I was being told by the finance people that it is in our bank. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Worship. And we have done the transfers from our bank into Nanotech bank account. We're only awaiting the movement of those funds from our bank account into Nanotech account. And the banks have advised us that maybe any time today, that movement will be done, transfer into Nanotech account.
What about Chemplex? What's the issue?
Chemplex, we have paid Chemplex a total of 360 million. For 618 million, 618,000, USD, which amounts to almost 400 million ZWL. We did sit down with the Chemplex and we went through the invoices that they said they were outstanding, and we have since settled all those invoices.
So we don't owe them anything as yet, or we are waiting for other invoices?
We are waiting for their other invoices, but I'm sure we can say that we may just need further time to reconcile so that we clear that there are no other outstanding invoices that they may claim that we have not paid.
Okay, so with that money, they assured us that they will then be able to begin operations. What have they said? Is that what you were saying, that they made the application?
Yes. Yes, they made the application to present it. As soon as they get proof of payment, the team from SA will start delivering the asset.
And what is their timeline?
It's 4 days. The turnaround time is 4 days.
No, to receive the money from the government. When do they think they will receive it?
To receive the money from I'm not too sure, because they would have to make their application. Simfos would have to make their own application.
But can you check on that? Can you check on that so that we know that something is moving? If we paid that amount of money, if they are having challenges with the RBZ, we can go together with them so that we the money. If it means we have to go today, if we have to ask for a meeting to the RBZ governor tomorrow, we do that. So can you just check and find out what exactly is the position, because we need that chemical for the holidays to have water. People who made their homes and they need water.
Okay, thank you, Your Worship, to get in touch with the Infos and try and find out where exactly they are in terms of their request for foreign currency from RBC.
Yes.
Sorry if I'm a bit slow. But I still don't get a sense yet timeline in terms of NONA. Because if as you are advising the council that you've made all the payments, surely by now you should be able to say, especially the director of water, that we can expect to step up our pumping to 400 megaliters or whatever figure it is, given those payments.
Okay, thank you, Your Worship. I think maybe all along we've been trying to find out which invoices were outstanding. So we paid Zimfos on the 15th and the 16th of December. So maybe they are now in the process of seeking forex from RBZ.
I want a more tighter answer. Because all the things you are telling me, we know them. They are always saying if you give someone money, they will go looking for forex. What I need is something that I don't know. That makes me confident in what you are doing as a person who's doing the job. So if you tell me what I know, it does not make sense to me. That's what Councillor Ian Macon is saying. I want tighter answers. Tighter answers. We know they went to the Reserve Bank, they applied on Tuesday. They're expecting their money on this particular day. They will get it, and then it will be paid. We'll get our chemicals, and we move. That's an answer. This composition of things that we know, we also run businesses. So we know these answers, that if I get money, I'll apply it to so and so. So what we want by the end of today is a tighter answer from you, which tells us that something is happening. Not descriptions of what happens when someone gets money. You understand? Okay. Please, let's have tightness. You can send 600 million. Say mombe ya food. Say mombe zasundiro. It's money. Someone must have tighter answers. To honor confidence, because we are not doing this for ourselves. We are doing it for the residents who are watching and want to know my answers. So let's have answers by the end of today, because this is our last council and we are coming back in January. So it will be a disaster if we will have to force the councillors to come back in between now and January to deal with an emergency. Marian's here, yeah, just you know. Okay.
Thank you, Worship. We'll do that and we'll give you feedback.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Worship. My contribution is on we normally have a challenge as a city, especially during festive season, whereby we go on holiday, but residents on Namvura, it's not clear drainage system. And normally we usually have a long holiday. Sometimes I still remember telling me for a council, if not possible, end of February. Meaning, if you fail to have a concrete decision today, it is very difficult for us to make this decision while on holiday. And the people will be asking, with our community, Wasinamvura, Kusna grass cutting, Kusna drainage is now clear. So under those circumstances, Your Worship, from what he asked from the finance guy, it seems as if there's no concrete thing that you can say, you can all go on holiday, but things will be moving. So I see this as a challenge. So under those circumstances, Your Worship, I suggest that you might need to open air as council. If possible, before mid-January. This is an issue because I find it is necessary too, because we shall need we need to address some of these things collectively together. Then my other issue is on item 15. Item 15 on EMC agenda on the petrol filling station along Kickman Road. This issue, there are issues with the residents. I think along Kickman Road from Harare Drive to Sangana Inn, we're now close to over 8 filling stations that are in that road only. And this issue has been raised by residents. So I suggest that as council, we should take back this matter to the committee so that we can actually thoroughly engage residents so that they can agree with this thing. And again, the proposed area, 15.
Item 15 of EMS.
Yeah, EMC. Yeah.
Huh?
51, let me check.
15 is talking about.
Let me check. Could be 51, let me check.
15 is about cluster house.
You are talking about the filling station along Kickman. 51. Yeah, item 51. And again, the place, from my understanding, is a wetland. So this needs to be looked into. So I suggest that this matter can be taken back to the committee. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Worship for EFC. My fellow councillor, I just need to ask something about that. Is there any harm to the residents of having 20 service stations in one place? Is there any problem with that? Because it's the one who want to run the business. So is there any prejudice to the council? I don't understand if it is that reason that can be said we have to take it back. And if it is a wetland, I don't know, maybe it's a wetland, but service station can do that. Thank you.
Your Worship, I understand that what Councillor Southside is saying, but there is no harm if we have a due diligence in terms of the process, so that everyone on board should be included, and especially the neighbors and also other people within the issue. Again, when we have a circulation, we said the residents around the area are supposed to be consulted. And from what I have picked as of now, it seems that consultation was not done.
Who is the chair? Who moved who proposed the move?
Yes, Your Worship. I understand as a committee, we made a site visit on this place, and as a committee, we're convinced that the proposal can sail through.
Yes.
But
can you doubt the place is the way? I can assure you, I'm not an expert from them. But when I say they should have a due diligence, it will also include consulting residents. It will also include the issue of KIA. Why I'm saying this, besides I'm not an expert in the environment, by physically checking with the site, we can all agree with the place in the wetland, with the river ban. It's known by everyone. So there's no harm if this matter can be taken back into committee.
yours,
That's exactly what I wanted to say.
Your Worship, I have an interjection. So my interjection point of order, Your Worship, is that most of the people who are dominating this discussion are EMC members who have discussed this matter. So can we stop this discussion? I'm referring to Kanda Mandere, Kanda Kauta, and those people who are interfering. When I'm here, I'm representing the community. I'm here on behalf of those residents.
Why I told the chairperson, he is the one who then he is the one who will convince to withdraw the item. So why I asked him was to understand the process that they had done. That's why I said who is the chair, because I think you were addressing the chair of the committee to say that the chair the nitty-gritties. So the chair was raising, from what I'm getting, he's not raising a debate, he's raising a procedural issue to say this is a resolved item. Since it's a resolved item, he's saying it's semantics to say you have taken it back to committee, because the moment that committee finished.
No, we are council. As council, you can decide anything. And when I'm here representing my residents. And I've raised a genuine issue which needs to be looked into by this council. So there's no harm, even if it's a resolved item. There's no MOU, there's no agreement with council. So we can still really look on this issue. And I'm saying the place is a wetland.
Okay, let me hear what Councillor
You can sit down.
Huh? Are you the mayor? Thank
Thank you, Your Worship. Notwithstanding all the issues being raised by the local councillor, Denford Ndazwa, they are all in his wisdom correct. But however, I just want to profile a solution. What is only left for Councillor Ndazwa is to do the advocacy for this area. And the only remedy is going through the administrative process. Because if I am right, it might be only because of our officials who are either laxy or reluctant on their duty. By now, the permit must be issued because it is a resolved item.
And I'm objecting that, Councillor. Look here, Councillor, this one.
I'm just trying to...
When I'm here, I'm not representing myself. No, look here, councillors. You are not here to manage my issues as guide. There is only one councillor from Ward 16 which covers this particular area. And I'm raising issues to say, what is harm to your worship? And they be harm at no one. In order to use the TTs, you get it? But I'm raising important things to understand the background.
All right, let's handle it this way. I want to get the legal advice. Thank you.
Let's you also need a committee. On
let's sit down. Have you finished? Because we might need to make a ruling. We're planning what
I know what happened. And what I'm referring to, this matter can also come and can also come and I said in the circulation, I said I made it clear done. I have a proof of that one. And I'm also saying the area is a wetland. There's no harm by the EIA.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you, Your Worship. I think from the audit point of view, I'm going to find some reflections whether if what happened was genuine and straightforward or not, due to what is the local councillor is raising to say it's a wetland. Did council assess whether if it is a wetland or not without just posing my arguments? Then also, what councillor, the local councillor is saying to say local residents wasn't notified about that. Was there no circular signed by a local councillor also? Was there no advert done? I think those are the things that simply needs to be checked or confirmed to say this was done or not. Thank you.
Yes. Is it a council land or your pen? Sorry.
It's a council land.
So is this your council land?
Yes.
So can I actually council land? For finance, I got this land champion through your champion.
What?
I said, it's a problem. It's a problem. What's going to
my only issue of all the matters, why only this matter that EMC is a resolved matter? You get my point? Of all the items, no council. Majinja no yari recommendation so forth. Why only this one? Yako is a resolved matter.
Sorry, maybe I can assist. This is a planning matter, so it comes as a resolved item. Because as environment we deal with planning issues. And again, this is a private land. It's not a council land. Private land. Yes.
Even if it's a private land, even if it's a state land, even if it's a council land, all procedures are supposed to be done. Why they bring this issue to council is for us to either approve or reject. And they have raised issues.
I'm telling you.
And my country, like, how dare you doing that here? Very bad. I'm raising an issue and doing this. There is a wetland. So that's what better EIA. I didn't appoint myself to be here. I was elected. And I raised the issue.
I understand that from me today was elected.
Are you saying you are all of us you were elected to be here? But you raised an issue. And I made it clear in the circulation to say a resident, especially the neighbors around the area, should be consulted. And that was not done. I made it clear. Where are the comments from the residents? Where are the comments from the residents? I made it clear. Can you show me the comments to say this is what number I can approve? But I made it clear in the circulation. Why want to put those things? Why? Why want to put those things?
As the chairperson of the EFC committee, whatever they are saying, it's an insinuation of allegations that maybe there is an underhand that happened to my committee. Then I'm not worried. You can refer the matter to the audit committee, number one. Number two, there is a procedure in terms of the Town Planning Act, number one. Number two, the councillor, if he had objections, he must indicate that clearly in the circulation that I have objections because it's a wetland. Man, if you put conditions, you agree and you put conditions, the conditions you put on the permit. It's not doesn't necessarily mean that as the committee, we went for a site visit, we were satisfied. If you think that what we did was wrong, we were also supposed to come to the committee. I'm also referring this to all councillors here. If you have got an issue with area, but minutes, that's why minutes are circulated, agendas are circulated. If you have got an issue that affects your area, you think that you want a solid input, you are free to come to the committee in terms of the procedures of council. It's not an issue that we have an issue that has already been resolved. You were consulted, the procedures were done, and there is supposed also to be a stage where they put the issues in the newspaper. Unless if you are saying you were not consulted, you did not sign the circulation, then I'm saying we bring it back to the committee. But if you sign the circulation with conditions, the conditions will put on the permit.
My point, Your Worship, I'm not here to agree with that nonsense. My point is clear. I made it clear. Mr. Worship. I know, but it's very bad. There's very bad. This is my word. This is my word, Your Worship. People cannot come here to agree. I didn't come here to agree on everything. No. Well, I withdraw. I didn't come here, Your Worship, to agree with everything. It's very clear. It's very clear what I'm raising. We have no harm to defend this matter. My residents will Bunzwa. Am I participating in it? Or we can actually refer to audit. But that audit should also take into consideration my residents. What they are saying. As a committee, are you no, don't want that. I can assure you that go ahead about if you are to bulldoze this thing. My issue is here, wetland, Your Worship. People should take it seriously. You get the point? Upon any harm, audit, Emma participator. And Emma approves, there's no problem. The residents don't approve, there's no problem. This is what I'm saying. I'm not demanding anything, but I'm saying Emma, your approver, my residents don't approve. Then you go ahead.
This is the source document, like what the chairperson was saying. They did not give it an unconditional license. They said at paragraph B, before commencement of the project or proposed development, an environmental impact assessment as guided by the Environmental Management Agents, EMA, shall be done and approved by EMA as required by the EMA Act, Chapter 20 to 27. So there is still a limit in terms of...
This is debate. Either you agree with what I'm saying, apparently you will show your facial expression in terms of what if you don't agree with me. What I'm saying, I'm very clear. There's no need. Your Worship, my resident in the circulation, I said, before anything, the resident, especially the neighbors around the area, they should be consulted. Can you show me, Your Worship, in your letter, Mawerenga? Pani Erema comments, my resident. Do I know it's the number G? It's a development in the community. No. I'm not doing that. No. Thank you, Your Worship. I don't think there's
any need for emotional sentiments here. Chairperson of environment, if the council of the ward feels there is something is not to an he can actually move a motion to get it referred to audit. Audit yodini yoitwa. And there is no need to tambisirwe nguwa tirambe tichidebate chino one and get more emotional and more emotional. Thank you.
Yeah? You what?
I have no problem. I have no problem.
You have no problem.
Yeah.
So what we can?
Yes,
they'll be consulted. So, Chairperson.
Yeah, I think, sorry, thank you, Your Worship. I think it's no problem for you to make the audit so that we can just see.
So you are seconding the motion?
Yes, we investigate the process for the transparent.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. So let's go to the next items. Yes.
I just also want to challenge maybe the environmental agenda. Maybe that one, like what Councillor has already raised previously. But his council takes nothing to tell him, and maybe after January, maybe February. But last week, I also raised it. But we need a stipulated program. You put him around saying, like this was speak. In most residents, Harare state. As we speak, my residents right outside the house. But there's no that effort, like what I said, to maintain 1 hectare ground. Same applies even when you watch the zoo area, my mom was here, even in terms of enforcement, if you move around, you see big DJM. Drainage. Last night, the worship was quite embarrassed. To an extent that I end up on a giant poster. Some of the bylaws, but you know, drain. What I block and Mara is bag. I know for a drain, Mamma. Jesus, Google, my made Mara bag is open up. But ultimately, are blocking the drainage system with us. So by that time, we find that once you enforcement agent with a public, you down to 30. Enforcement in telling the environment, my first service were not maybe. Whatever, little resources that not. But one way I go to Maga, almost I can't have a company. I could not that is here enforcement here. So that's my question. Number one in town. CPT, if you move around the ocean, I could have went up. Pass every corner. One of the back. One takes so much and in town, I can't have my drink. So if I want to say, what if that actually living set up down town? There's nothing to be alive in terms of calendar activity. Because that's how the program is of action. So don't allow to demand. Never make watch out line. Don't want to change of rules, reservation. So,
go ahead there, a moment. Prepare to answer Nyaye Yemara Inonzichi Nyaye Marara, then Yevura Tampo Pindura Nanditi Marara, ne pane something chili drainage, ne grass cutting. So let's prepare to get yeah. Wait. Yeah, let's do it systematically. I've given them a fair warning, so I'll allow the other chairpersons to move as they prepare their responses for these things, so that at least we can have, and on an emergency basis, we can call another full council if we realize that people don't have water, people don't have yes.
Yeah, thank you. As pampasiwa Nyaema roads. Nyaema roads iri kuchonetsa, especially kuward kwangu. There are people that have contributed muma residents kunotakura gravel kubva kwarinobva. But now we have a challenge. When we ask for a grader, kuti uyo so grader hakuna diesel. haripo riri kumboita something else. But the residents have made an effort kuward 23 kuti since muri kuti zviri kunetsa tawanawo anogona kutitakurira gravel tariunza paground. Takukumbirawo grade rekuti pangograde kuti road dzedu dziratidzike muChristmas inoyi. We have a challenge. My contribution would be tinobetserwawo rini because already gravel racho takatotadza kunzirwa. Asi vagari vakwanisa kuunganidza kuti iro gravel racho riite sei riuye rakuda manpower, even manpower chaiyo panoda kunyorwa. I don't know those kind of bureaucracy dziripo dzekunzi panoda tsamba kuti isusu tizouye kuzobetsera kuti rispread iro gravel racho ratombounzwa nevagari. I don't know, can director of works help me ipapa because it's a challenge. Kwangu gravel ritoriko rakatakurwa nevagari rikuda kuparadzira. But you get a lot of stories, you get a lot of red flags kuti ukada kufamba ponzano panoda kuti pazodai panoda kuti pazodai kuzodai kuita seiko mvura yanaya marodzi ese aparara isu gravel racho tichitadza kuriunza in the first place.
On the same note, sorry, Your Worship. Sorry, Your Worship, on the same note.
Service delivery item.
What he was doing, he was filling in Kana I think Zafiri in at
Papa Sarah Pani but now clarity in islands where Sloan Road and other roads cleared Zakaquantu was a great one after Papa contractor item before the rainy season. Then up to now, Akusha Fambike it's hard for them to get to their premises due to the fact that it's now dust road, Yakunyuza, Apachaita. This was what the contractor and the council Wakawiri and Shipi and the very papi. Thank you.
Let's go to the next item. I want to get back to the agenda so that this meeting does not fall flat on its face. So let's go to the next item.
Thank you, Worship. Under Annexure C, there's nothing. We proceed to Annexure D, small to medium enterprises. Councillor Gazwari, important move.
Councillor, you seem to have forgotten your jacket on your seat. You seem to have forgotten your jacket on your seat. Is it the car? No, let's keep our jackets on our bodies. Yes, not in our cars.
Thank you. Small to medium met twice on the 14th and 20th of December. We'll start with the meeting dated 14 December 2022. Resolutions 1 to 10 are before council. 1 to 10, any issues? There are no issues. Recommendations under item 11. Agreed 12. Agreed to proceed to 20 December 2022. Resolutions 1 to 3. No issues. We have only one recommendation under item 4. Item 4. Agreed, Your Worship. We now proceed to Annexure E, HR and GPC.
Small to medium enterprises, have you been able to discuss the small informal sector fund?
Yeah.
It's in the minutes.
No.
It's in the minutes.
These minutes?
No, it's the 14 December minutes.
All right, let's go.
HR and GPC, it met twice on the 13th and 19th of December 2022. Councillor SDY to report and move on the minutes dated 13th.
Thank you very much, Your Worship. Before I report on the minutes dated 13 December, I would want to withdraw item 67. With that, I report and move. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor. Now resolutions 1 to 44 are before council. Any issues arising therefrom? There are none. We have recommendation 45 to 72, with the exception of items 64 and 65, which have since been adopted by council on the 15th of December 2022. So those ones are not for consideration. So item 45, agreed. 46, agreed. 47, agreed. 48, agreed. 49, agreed. 50, agreed. 51, agreed. 52, agreed. 53, agreed. 54, agreed. 55, agreed. 56, agreed. 57, agreed. 58, agreed. 59, agreed. 60, agreed. 61, agreed. 62, agreed. 63, agreed. We skip 64 and 65. We go to 66, agreed. 67, the one that has been referred back.
Yes.
So we skip that. Go to
68.
Yeah, that is the end.
68.
68 to 72. Agreed 69. Agreed 70. Agreed 71. Agreed 72. Agreed. We now proceed to the minutes dated 19 December 2022. Again, Councillor S. Loy to report and move.
Your Worship, I report and move. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Resolutions 1 to 4 are before Council. There are no issues. We proceed to recommendation under item 5. Yeah, may I ask the mayor to briefly recuse himself? May we all rise?
Councillor.
You may all be seated. Councillor Watanaji.
Oh, we had a notice that the deputy was. Yeah, because of the Yeah, I had a notice that he is there. My site is distracted.
Tell him to open the mail on the connect. You told me to mail on the
I want to put that deputy mayor. Don't continue.
No, you can go up. You can go ahead.
Thank you very much. Councillor Gadzore, you are out of order. Yeah, Deputy Mayor, we are in. No, it's not a Councillor Town. It's a Deputy Mayor. No, that's better. But it was nice and
It's okay. Order. We have item 5 of the 19th of December 2022 item before council. It's now open for discussion. Thank you so much. Bear in mind, the acting town clerk, there's a footnote on the minutes, which is, to my view, a condition that a communication has to be done to the minister. Then after we get that response, we implement this item 5. Thank you so much. Can someone call the mayor?
Welcome back, Your Worship. Annex F, information did not meet. So we proceed to Annex G, which is audit. Councillor, it met on the 20th of December 2022. Councillor K. Jarumbira to report on it. Resolutions 1 to 10. Resolutions 1 to 10 are before council. There are no issues arising therefrom. We proceed to recommendation under item 11. Agreed. Thank you, Councillor Jarumbira. We proceed to Annex H, Finance and Development. It met on the 14th of December 2022. Councillor.
I just wanted to just clarify something on the item that you excused yourself, but we're not supposed to discuss it in common. Was it a matter for public indulgence?
No, maybe if the chair had requested, we would have gone into common. Say resolved it.
Yeah, I was just out here. I needed to know.
Sorry, maybe one day, all the audit minutes, maybe I just want to raise a motion within the next audit meeting. Also to look closely into the item here, East 24. You still remember those councils we attended in the previous council? We were tricked here that there is a developer who is supposed to build a hotel, state-of-the-art hotel. Down the line, I think council was robbed of his land. Maybe I just want also to refer that item to audit. The raise the motion. East 24. Because we are robbed, because I believe I hotel, state-of-the-art hotel. So I want to refer that matter. You go and prepare an agenda, we end up going to know what will happen. I don't know what I said, so I want someone to go back.
Thank you, Worship. Finance and Development met on the 14th of December 2022. Councillor M. Lutuma, report and move. Okay. Councillor David.
Thank you, Your Worship. Before I report and move, may I draw the House to the attention on item 13. Item 13, there is a table below there with two stands. On stand 22498 Kwadana, may that one be removed and referred back to committee. 22498. Stand 22498, the top middle column. Then the rest remains for today's consideration. With that, I report and move.
It's a recommendation. It's a recommendation.
We are unwritten.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We need to care.
Resolutions under item 109. Any issues? There are no issues. We proceed to recommendation 10 to 24. Item 10. Agreed 12, 11. Agreed 12. Agreed 13. Agreed 14. Agreed 15. Agreed 16. I see there's quite a number of names. If there's anyone who has an interest in any of those, I ask them to recuse themselves.
Chair, were you able to comply with that employee 20% resolution on this one? The 20% resolution for employees and councillors. It's covered.
And sorry, Your Worship, again, on the price is the unit is 15 cents. Change it to 15 cents instead of 10 cents.
Thank you, Your Worship. I want to add something on this item pertaining the issues of the workers as well. I would see the managers are the ones who are getting paid, the directors. I also suggest the engineers must be included as well. Thank you.
All employees.
No, because there's something that is happening in this thing.
What do you say?
Okay. Do you want to say? Okay. Thank you, Your Worship. I was mentioning this because there are some of the people who have been paid the money to be allocated on these stands, but their names they've been omitted. So that's why I was just saying, if it has been happening like that, try to revise and share the cake equally. Thank you very much.
Oh no, the same paid money. I don't understand.
Yes, okay. Thank you. I'm saying they pay the what do you call it? The fee that we pay if you are applying the application fee. That is the money that I'm talking about. Yes. I'm talking about the application fees. Don't try. Yeah, they are not yet allocated because they were supposed to be in the year, but I don't know what happened. I'm not raising it as a complaint, but I'm just advising you.
No, this one it's okay. Like I said earlier on, the engineers is talking about they are part and parcel of the employees.
How do we proceed, Chair?
It's okay.
Are you sure? Because we don't want to proceed with...
Yeah, I said it's okay in future.
Yes, Councillor.
The application fees paid by anyone, they are non-refundable. And it's not an assurance that you are going to find to every state. Let it be known.
Yeah, it's not.
So that hakuna munhu anoziva achizokomplaina kuti no ndakabhadhara mari yeapplication saka handida kubasa.
There is no such thing.
Councillors, who are you? Thank you, Councillor. Resolutions 1 to 3, any issues? Resolutions 1 to 3? No issues. Item, recommendation under item 4. Recommendation under item 4. Come to it. Let's proceed to Annex A, Joint Environmental Management, Finance and Development, made on the 20th of December 2022. Councillor B. Duma to report in.
Thank you. I reported.
Resolutions 1 to 4 before Council. There are no issues, there are no recommendations there. So we proceed to Joint Finance and Development and Education, Health and Housing, met on the 20th of December 2022, and the Councillor C.J. Nyatsuru will report in. Councillor Nyatsuru?
I'm trying to check the Councillor number. Was the one that I checked?
No.
This
the one for yesterday. The one for yesterday.
No, that's fine.
Thank you. Resolution 1 to 3. There are no issues. Recommendation under item 4. Agreed. We now move to the last set of minutes. Joint Business and Finance and Education, Health and Housing. It again met on the 20th of December 2022. Councillor B. Duma reporting.
Thank you. I reported.
Thank you. Resolutions 1, 2, 3 are before Council. 1, 2, 3. There are no issues. Proceed to recommendation 4 under item 4. Agreed.
So let's do the last item which we had packed in committee. Yeah, let's have a proposer and then a seconder.
So let the chairperson now propose.
Let's second. Let's have a seconder. The chairperson, Chief Whip. Yeah.
I second.
All right.
Right. Good afternoon, Kumsoro.